health care as a human right. It means that every child, no matter where you were born, should have access to a college or trade school education if they so choose it, and I think no person should be homeless if we can have public structures and public policy to allow for people to have homes and food and lead a dignified life in the United States. The only time we create any kind of substantive change is when we reach out to a disaffected electorate and inspire and motivate them to vote. The biggest hurdle that our communities have is cynicism, saying it's a done deal, who cares, there's no point to voting. If we can get somebody to care, it's a huge victory for the movement and the causes we're trying to advance. If you're differently abled, if you're a person of color, if you express your identity in a way that's different from the norm, for whatever reason, there's an implicit bias where people, frankly, sometimes take you less seriously. Nobody ever wins the first time they run for office. Nobody's ever supposed to win their first bid for office. Nobody's ever supposed to win without taking lobbyists' money. No one's ever supposed to defeat an incumbent. No one's ever supposed to run a grassroots campaign without running any ads on television. We did all of those things. The Green New Deal we are proposing will be similar in scale to the mobilization efforts seen in World War II or the Marshall Plan. We must again invest in the development, manufacturing, deployment, and distribution of energy, but this time green energy. I can't name a single issue with roots in race that doesn't have economic implications, and I cannot think of a single economic issue that doesn't have racial implications. The idea that we have to separate them out and choose one is a con. At Standing Rock, we experienced, firsthand, people coming together in their communities and trying to use the levers of representative democracy to try and say, "We don't want this in our community. We don't want this in our backyard," and corporations using their monetary influence to completely erode that process. There has almost never been a period of substantial economic growth in the United States without significant investment. And no investment pays off within the same cycle. No investment pays off within the same year, especially a governmental investment. Even businesses don't work that way. To me, what socialism means is to guarantee a basic level of dignity. It's asserting the value of saying that the America we want and the America that we are proud of is one in which all children can access a dignified education. It's one in which no person is too poor to have the medicines they need to live. I do think that sometimes, especially coming into this going straight from activism to being a candidate or to being a person who potentially, looks like will be holding political office soon. I think we expect our politicians to be perfect and fully formed and on point on every single issue. I think there's a weapon of cynicism to say, protest doesn't work. Organizing doesn't work. Y'all are a bunch of hippies. It doesn't do anything, because, frankly, it's said out of fear, because it is a potent force for political change.